From downtown to the counties, time now for the Top 7 at 7, where we bring you the 7 stories making the biggest impact in your communities tonight.
I'm Jack Watson at Baltimore City Hall. 700 miles separate Baltimore and Chicago, but their approaches to keeping their city safe are getting closer. Their mayors discussed it in West Baltimore on Monday morning. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson in West Baltimore for a roundtable with the folks Baltimore Mayor Brendan Scott credits with a major crime cutdown in the Charm City. Both cities have historic issues with violence, and the stats bear out improvements in each. Policing alone, the mayors say, just won't cut it. Focusing on quality of arrests, not quantity, intervening in hospitals and schools, and with local nonprofits like ROCA.
The hope is that as this work continues to drive our approach to community safety in Baltimore and Chicago, that others see it the way we are experiencing it, quite frankly.
Johnson shared interest inviting this team to meet in Chicago to show the similar strategies at play in the Windy City. In Baltimore, Jack Watson, WMAR-2 News.
I'm Blair Sable in Baltimore City. After tackling 2 simultaneous fires this weekend, union leaders say their department is fighting on fumes. In a post, union president Matthew Coaster said they could not fully staff the city's only tower ladder at the time, nor did they have full access to other critical equipment, stating, quote, "This once great department is being run into the ground."
The morale is low, the resources are low, we're just tired. They're tired, they want help, and we're not getting it.
The department did receive more funding this budget season, but concerns continue about overtime payments needed to fill staffing shortages. In a statement, the fire department says over the past 2 years, it has made significant progress in its recruitment efforts and remains committed to collaboratively working with the fire union. In Baltimore City, Blair Sable, WMAR-2 News.
A lasting tribute to a dark period in our lives. I'm Jeff Hager in Howard County, where they've unveiled the final piece of a COVID-19 memorial. A dark cover dropped revealing a 16-foot-tall sculpture, the centerpiece of Howard County's COVID-19 memorial here in Meadowbrook Park, meant to help people heal, like the family of 73-year-old Amir Rizvi.
Not only was nobody allowed to be in the hospital with him as he went through a COVID-induced pneumonia in his lungs, he had to die there alone. We had to watch my father take his final breaths on a ventilator over FaceTime, as the hospital policy at the time did not allow us to visit someone that had the virus.
The memorial also pays tribute to the first responders and everyday heroes who put their own lives at risk to serve others throughout the pandemic. In Howard County, Jeff Hager, WMAR-2 News.
I'm Kelly Swoop. While October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Hattie Grant, a local survivor, is living proof you should be an advocate for your breast health all year long.
They said we found something, and I went in for a biopsy a week later, and then 2 weeks after that, they called me and said, "You have cancer."
Cancer in her right breast, but her gut was telling Grant there was a pinching, uncomfortable problem with her left breast that went undetected. Given her strong family history, she opted for a bilateral mastectomy because she didn't want to take any chances.
Surprisingly, after the mastectomies, we found that she has a cancer on the left side that was not detected either by mammography exam or the MRI.
So many women in my family have had breast cancer. I've seen it firsthand, what it does to family, what it does to the individual. So I've tried really hard to stay on top of the newest research. Know in my heart, if this happened to me, what would I do? I wanted to have a plan just in case.
And a plan that may have saved her life. Kelly Swoop, WMAR-2 News.
I'm Sayara Williams, your Voice for Veterans reporter, and I got your 6. A Howard County veteran is using his craft to serve a new mission, brewing beer that honors service while also saving lives. At Manor Hill Brewing in Ellicott City, one Marine veteran is using his craft to give back. Lead brewer Brandon Miller spent 6 years in the Marine Corps before finding a new mission, brewing a beer that honors those who served. The special release called I Got Your 6 takes its name from a phrase meaning I've got your back. For Miller, it's a message of unity and support, a way to remind veterans they're not alone once the uniform comes off. Proceeds from the beer help fund veteran programs across Maryland, turning every can into a symbol of service, strength, and solidarity. In Ellicott City, Sierra Williams, WMAR-2 News.
The Baltimore Orioles have a new manager who they hope can lead them back to the playoffs and hopefully to the World Series. Craig Albernaz takes over as their new skipper. It will be the 42-year-old's first time managing a big league club, but he has plenty of baseball experience. He spent the last 2 seasons with the Cleveland Guardians as associate manager. Before that, he was a coach with the San Francisco Giants. He also spent 9 seasons as a minor league catcher. The first victory Monday in weeks for the Baltimore Ravens is a brief one. Roquan Smith knows why.
We're 1-0 this week, and then, hey, we got to get to 2-0 this week because it's a short week and it's on to Miami.
It's a very short turnaround as the team gets ready for a Thursday night game in Miami against the Dolphins. While Sunday's win against the Bears improves team morale, the players know each game needs to be a win if the Ravens even want a shot at the playoffs. And while players often complain about having a short week between games, some Ravens say this time it's to their advantage.
If it was a normal week, some guys might, some teams or some guys might, get a little complacent and be like, oh, we're back to winning type thing. I think it's good to just get right back into work and know that we got to go win another just as important game.
According to NFL.com, that win against the Bears was huge for the Ravens' playoff chances. It says now they have a 55% chance to make it to the postseason. You don't even need Prime to watch this Thursday's game against the Dolphins. We've got the game right here on WMAR. Our countdown to kickoff special presented by your local Hyundai dealers starts at 7 o'clock with the game coming on afterwards.